Good evening, I'm Bo Williams and welcome to the 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories happening right now. And topping the list, after a gunman opened fire at a Minneapolis Catholic school on Wednesday, we are learning how private schools in our area are ensuring their students' safety. It's a situation Landmark Christian Academy's principal, Misty Blevins, says hits too close to home. With Landmark Christian set to start classes soon, we learned how parents and teachers there are keeping their students safe. It's called the School Guardian Program, made up of volunteers who patrol the school grounds armed, ready to protect against any potential threats. Scott McNamara is one of the school guardians. He's also a parent of 2 students attending the school and says he volunteers to bring peace of mind.
We're sick and tired of seeing these news stories, of helpless children and helpless school staff being gunned down. And for us to be able to put ourselves in line, it's kind of our way of giving back. And again, I really feel confident that this is how we solve this problem.
McNamara says the School Guardian program was started in response to another private school shooting that happened at the Covenant School in Nashville in 2023. We're also told that both the Scott County Sheriff's Office and local police are aware of the Guardian program. All right, next at 7, a Morristown-Hamblen-West high school physical science teacher has been arrested for sexual battery by an authority figure. The investigation into Dennis Cupp dates back to May. This is when court records show he inappropriately used a ruler to touch a 16-year-old girl. Cupp admitting to doing this during an interview yesterday. Meanwhile, the director of Hamblen County Schools writes, quote, "Once our investigation is completed, I will take any personnel actions needed and make any adjustments necessary that are in the best interest of our students, parents, and guardians and staff," end quote. He adds Cupp has been removed from the classroom. Next up for you tonight, a TBI investigation is next on the Big 7. TBI has opened an investigation into Fentress County Sheriff Michael Reagan and General Department Instructor Jerry Mifflin. Documents 6 News obtained through a public records request show this stems from allegations into a lack of required peace officer standards and training, or post-training. The documents state Sheriff Reagan and Mifflin completed some of his required training for him, including 6 hours of training for topics such as mental illness and response to mental health crises. Now, in some cases, law enforcement training like this goes hand in hand with added pay to the tune of hundreds of dollars, and now both Reagan and Mifflin risk losing their certifications. Now, they appeared before the Post Commission today for a decertification hearing. The commission reset that hearing for October after an attorney noted the TBI investigation is not yet complete. Next on the Big 7 for you tonight, a judge has now denied LaMarcus Davidson's motion to disqualify the Tennessee Attorney General in post-conviction relief hearings. Davidson was one of 5 people convicted in the 2007 murders of Shannon Christian and Christian-Newsom, but the only one to be sentenced to death. Now, a law passed in 2023 gave the AG control over cases like this, but in a motions hearing back in June, Davidson's attorneys asked to disqualify Jonathan Scrimetti, claiming this law violates the Tennessee Constitution and the 14th Amendment. However, a judge disagreed, citing previous rulings in today's decision. All right, we're continuing now with the Big 7. Knoxville City Council member Gwen McKenzie just announcing she intends to try and postpone a vote on selling part of Chilhowee Park to the Emerald Youth Foundation. McKenzie says city leaders and members of the community need more time to listen to comments, questions, and concerns. McKenzie saying she will present a motion at Tuesday's City Council meeting to delay the vote by 2 weeks. Now, the Emerald Youth Foundation's proposal is to turn the Tennessee Valley Fair's midway space into athletic fields, courts, and walking trails. It is an issue the community is divided on, with people speaking for and against the idea at recent meetings. Moving down our list for you now, today representatives from Denso, the city of Maryville, Silicon Ranch, and TVA officially launched a new solar farm at Denso's East Tennessee facility that has been in the works since 2022. This marks Denso's first major step toward carbon neutrality as the company begins powering its operations with renewable energy. The company flipping the switch on 4,000 state-of-the-art solar panels, generating over 3,000 megawatt hours per year. The clean energy will power Denso's operations and support the local grid and community as well. So what makes this project unique? Well, the solar farm is located right next to Denso's facility, an uncommon setup. Matt Beasley with Silicon Ranch says solar power is growing and evolving faster than ever.
Energy is the lowest cost form of new generation that can be added. Last year alone, 96% of all new generation in the United States was from either wind or solar, and most of that was solar. It's a part of a diversified mix We need all of the above to power our economy, and solar is an important part of that.
Now, there are 2 more solar farms being built right now in Maryville, one off Mint Road, the other off Sevierville Road. And for our final Big 7 story for you tonight, Coach Rick Barnes has signed a lifetime contract to coach UT Hoops. In a news release, the University of Tennessee said Director of Athletics and Barnes signed the contract earlier this afternoon. He is the most accomplished leader in the history of Tennessee men's basketball.